as a beginning, I just wanted to add, for the people that are watching, you were actually the first entrepreneur that I reached out to. And after I saw you on the Owen Hemseth show,
Okay.
and thanks to your positive reaction, I actually gained the confidence to ask a lot of other people to be on my live show, and you're the ninth person online now. So I really appreciate that. That gave me a boost, and it's nice to see people that, in my opinion, are already so big, especially in comparison to where I'm at right now. That gives you, a really good feeling. So I really appreciate that.
Good, good. Well, I'm happy to hear that. But it's funny. I think we had this scheduled for a long time because it is something that I'm very careful with my time. Just simply, I have 4 young children, and they're not going to be young for very much longer. And I'm like, I got to spend as much time with them. So it's something I try to always compartmentalize. Like, okay, I've got to work on my business, work on this, that, and I only have so much time that I can dedicate to things. But if you're willing to schedule 1 month, 2 months, 3 months out, sometimes we can make it work.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, absolutely. I was dying to have you on, and what you were just mentioning now about the time. I want to go a little bit deeper into that as well a little later on. What I want to mention right now for the people as well is that what I found really awesome was your contact form on your website.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I had to click the button saying that I would impact somebody's life. I think it said if you would reply within 24 hours, which you did. And,
Yeah,
so I really started looking, okay, so I absolutely have to do what I pressed. And I did. So I just quickly want
good,
to show
good.
you. I found this organization thanks to Russell Brunson.
Yeah,
It's called OUR, Operation Underground Railroad. Tim Bell is the guy that heads that up, and they go all around the world trying to save enslaved children. So it really speaks to me. So to how do you say that? To keep my words towards what I clicked on your website, I now donate money every single month to this organization to support their cause. So
good.
I really appreciate that. And my question to you in regards to this is, what made you come up with this idea to add such a request with your contact form?
Well, I probably stole the idea from somebody else, I'm sure. It seems like coming up with original idea is very rare. But I do read a lot. I look at a lot of information, and I'm constantly taking notes. But to me, it was about setting up barriers. And there's 3 questions I believe I ask, depending on what form you fill out. But it's usually that you spend 10 minutes searching Google simply for the answer. Because a lot of times people are very lazy. And I'm like, well, at least spend 10 minutes of your own time trying to figure out this answer. If you've done that, then okay, you're also not going to generically hit me with a spam like form because I always hate it when people like they send me these spam forms, and I still get them. People still fill it out and still send me the spam form, but I'm like, at least get my name right. That's always like, and it's funny, I've got 3 assistants who monitor my email 24/7. That's the reason like we were able to respond to people so quickly. They have the general rules, but one of the things they look for, if you misspell my name, if you don't have my name, if they could take your email and actually remove like 1 or 2 parts and it was a generic email, we spot that very quickly. People have a very strong BS factor. But that third question about, you doing something good, I want to reset the mood, because I feel a lot of people like they're drones in that they're just doing this for somebody else, or they've done this 100 times, and it forces you to stop and think and just changes. I find the mood. It's like, I think there's a great example of when was it Peter Pan first came out, not the Disney movie, but actually the play. And during the play, whenever it came out, it was like over 150 years ago. The playwright, what he did is he had children sit between adults, random children. Like, so adults, it was a performance, but they had these children there, and the children laughed and reacted, and the adults couldn't help but like laugh and react as well. And it was nothing more than they changed the settings And it forced people to actually not view it as like a fine piece of art, but it's actually to go back to being a child. And so if I can get that person to be thinking like, hey, like, what are you like living your life for? Like, are you doing something good out there? And I do find that actually I get a lot of great responses, and I actually love it. So I probably one of the, it was, I don't think it was intended, but it actually, when you find something in business that works or something in your life that works, keep doing it. Like, double down on it. Don't change it. Let it keep doing what it does.
Absolutely, that's great advice, and it inspired me. So I was surprised by it, of course, at first, because I'd never seen it before, but it definitely inspired me now to do this, and I'm really happy about that. Hey man, I hope you got all the information out of this that you were looking for. If so, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you hit the bell, then every time we come out with a new video, you will be informed. For now, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon.